This video is part of a course, Starting a Video Business. If you'd like to watch the rest of the videos, you can go to videomaker.com/courses or click on the link in the description.
Whether you plan on being a solo act or you're going into business with partners, having a solid business plan will give you the best chance of success. A perfect business plan should include business and financial goals, including a marketing plan, profit and loss estimates, risk assessment, and market research. These are all important factors to help you lay a solid foundation to build a successful business.
The best reason of all for a business plan, more than anything else, if you just create it and stick it in a drawer and never look at it again, is it makes you think systematically about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and is there even a possibility that you could make a profit. That in itself, the mental exercise of creating a business plan, is the smartest thing anybody could ever do. And there's statistics saying that if you do that, you will significantly increase the chances of success in your company, even if all you do is throw it in a drawer and never look at it again.
I definitely wrote out a business plan because it mostly was a vehicle to attract investors. So I knew that I needed more money than I had, and a business plan was really like a prospectus. Here's what's going to attract you to make an investment here.
I don't know if people have to have some complicated business plan like you would do if you were starting some company where you're planning on immediately getting out loans and hiring people. Like, absolutely, you need to have a very solid plan for that. If you're growing your company organically, at least have some goals in mind and recognize the things you're not good at and talk to people that are good at those things, because their advice, even the little bits you take away from it, will be exponentially helpful.
So for us, it was really valuable, and it had to remain flexible and it had to shift. But there were times when we totally ignored it and forgot about it and realized we'd gotten off track. It was one of the reasons our company was floundering. It's because we had not created a straight line for us.
Let's talk more about the goals section in your plan. Describe your goals in 5, 10, and 15 years. What services will you provide and who will you provide them to? How many employees will you have? And how will your videos be distributed? You want to create a realistic estimate of profits and losses for the first 5 years of your business. Don't forget to include startup costs and recurring costs in the estimate. Finally, estimate your anticipated income, then work out the math to determine your projected bottom line for each year. You should also include an assessment of the financial, personal, and emotional risks you may face. What if your initial investment runs out before your profits roll in? What if the economy takes a steep downward turn? What if new competition comes into play? Personal risks should be addressed as well. What if someone gets hurt on your shoot? This will put everything you have at stake legally, even if you're not at fault. Don't overlook the emotional risks either. Personal relationships can take the brunt of the stress, especially in the early stages of starting a business.
I started out my business with great elation. It was just really exciting and thrilling, and I just couldn't believe that it was happening to me, that I had a chance to do this. But as, at least my business, as it began to, go through the cycle of great hope and anticipation to running out of resources, it really was quite a bit of stress. I remember some key inflection points where the stress level was really, really high, made me sick, nauseated me, created great strain in my marriage, because we really were in it together as equals, my wife and I, Patrice and I.
Finally, research your market to ensure a better chance of success. Make a list of other production companies in your area that are about the same size, as well as corporate companies like TV stations or larger production houses and advertising agencies. Also, include a list of freelance producers. This can serve as a reference for those who might siphon off small jobs from you, and a resource for extra help when you need it. Once your list is complete, categorize your competition into their respective niches. Do they specialize in weddings, corporate video, commercials, real estate? Break it down so you can get a clear picture of how much competition there is in each sector. Then take a look at the analysis and see where you can fit in. What's your competitive advantage over the other companies in the list? List out the strengths and weaknesses of each company alongside your own strengths and weaknesses. Are they too expensive for the quality they produce? Can you afford to offer equal quality for less money? Will clients pay more for higher quality? Try to find the holes in the market and place your primary efforts in those areas.
If you come to me and you say, Michael, I want your half a bubble lot to do market research for you, my first question is, what do you need it for? My second question is, how much money do you have to spend? Because I can spend it all and I can give you valuable research. For the average guy or woman who's starting a small shop, a small company for the first time, you don't have tons of money. So if nothing else, take the exercise of going, are there people out there who are using services like I would offer?
Once you've got your niche figured out, determine who exactly your clients will be. Where do your clients live? How far will you need to travel to ensure enough business? Are your client and the person who hires you the same person or different people? In the case of weddings, the couple may be the client, but the parents may be the ones footing the bill. For corporate production, the person who hires you and the person who has the final stamp of approval are often different. Doing all the research before you even begin will help you target your efforts in the right places to help your business survive and thrive. It's your roadmap to success, so craft it carefully.
Thank you so much for watching. To watch more of this course, Starting a Video Business, go to videomaker.com/courses or click on the link in the description.